Tawana here, founder and CEO of 31 Standard. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me for just a few. So if you are new to 31 Standard, the purpose of 31 Standard, our mission is to uplift, encourage, motivate, and inspire today's woman to walk in alignment with God's will and purpose for her life, right? So that is what we do over here. So happy to be able to do that. All right. So let's jump into today's topic right now. So what I want to talk about is how are you physically taking care of your family? Yes, I know we've talked a little bit already so far on my previous video as far as how to be a Proverbs 31 woman, the blueprint, the foundation, things of that nature on how you're able to do that. So we think of the first things, right? Providing for your family, right? Monetarily, making sure that your family has a roof over their heads and all those different types of things, right? You're doing the commuting back and forth to school, all those different types of things, right? There's another component that I want to challenge you to think about on today. All right. So I want you to think about this. And I also want you to keep in mind, because this is something that you will hear me say quite often, and that is being the gatekeeper of your home. You want to be the gatekeeper, okay? So moms, you want to do that. If I have some guys on here that's checking this out, please feel free to take this as well and use this opportunity to do that if you're not already doing so. Okay, so a few ways here that you can look into how you can be the gatekeeper of your home and make sure that you are taking care of your family, not just from a monetary standpoint or domicile type of situation there, if you will, right? So we want to talk about the health aspect of taking care of your family, right? So y'all kick your shoes off, just kind of hang with me just for a few minutes, kind of freestyle talking here, right? So I want to hit a few bullet points here to help you get started on your journey of making sure that you are not allowing some of the most toxic, caustic chemicals in your home that you may not be aware of that could actually be very dangerous, sad to say, for your family, right? So there are millions of people that have been diagnosed with cancer, millions of people in the world that have different types of health afflictions there, if you will, and also so many people that have developed cancer, that have passed away from cancer, or predispositioned to developing cancer, right? So that means it is lying dormant in your system. So how can different things such as cancer, eczema, lupus, diabetes, all these different types of things, what are some of the ways that these can happen or develop in your body? Products. Yes. So it's not just about foods, because that's the first thing that people think about. I'm sure when I mentioned diabetes, you probably thought, well, I don't eat that much sugar and things of that nature anyway, but you would be surprised if I told you that a lot of the toxins in a lot of the products that are on store shelves can actually cause diabetes as well. Right? So that's something to think about there in that manner. So let's just kind of jump into toxins 101 there, if you will. Some of you may be familiar with this, and some of you may just be hearing this a little bit for the first time, and it may just now resonate at this time. So let me know, where are you on your health journey? Comment down below. Or if anything that I say here is your first time hearing it, let me know, drop a comment. I love to hear from you on this, okay? So let's jump into here, right? So when you get up in the mornings, right, what is the first thing that you do? Right, you get up, you wash your face, and you're going to use a cleanser, right? You're going to use a cleanser or soap or whatever the product is that you use to actually cleanse your face, right? Most times, ladies, you're going to use an astringent or toner. Men are doing that too, because they are really taking care of their facial hygiene and things of that nature as well. A lot more now these days, which is really, really awesome. And so the next thing, what are you going for next? That's right, brushing your teeth. Y'all, I hope I'm not being corny here, but I'm just really trying to paint the picture here so that you can, get the grasp of what I'm saying here. So brushing your teeth, so you're washing your face, brushing your teeth, then you're more than likely going to shower, bathe, something in that nature, right, to get your body clean. What is another product that you're going to use there? Soap. Yes, you're going to use some form of soap, body wash soap, bar soap, something in that manner, right? So you want to think about these different products. See how I just listed 3 or 4 right there already in the clump? A facial wash, a toner, moisturizer, a body soap, toothpaste. Now we got to go on to some of the hygiene products, right? Deodorant, right? So a lot of these products in the stores that we go to are local stores, right? So I really don't want to get into the whole naming this store, naming that store, and things of that sort, but you know where you go shop, right? And I'm sorry to tell you, but majority of all of those products on the shelves, toxic, and have some really serious chemicals in them that your body just does not need. You don't need to be exposing yourself to that, and nor do you need to be exposing that to your babies, to your children, to your little babies. It doesn't even matter the age or the size. They don't need to be exposed to that, right? So that is the purpose of this video here today. That's why I said, the last video was telling you about being a Proverbs 31 woman, the blueprint foundation, things of that nature, right? You are rising early, taking care of home. You are cooking the meals in the home, which could be split, no shade or anything like that, because I know the men are getting down to being very helpful to their women and things of that sort, right? So I just want to put that disclaimer out there. But for the most part, you're taking care of home, you're providing meals, you are financially providing, you are making a wonderful home, a beautiful home for your family, right? So you're doing all the things. You're going to work, you're building an empire, you have your hands in several different things. You take care of yourself, you're looking good, you look nice, right? So there's so many components that go there, but this is the component that gets overlooked, right? Being the gatekeeper of your home, being that P31, right? And I want to make sure this disclaimer, because this is not even just for a Proverbs 31 woman, though this is what this platform is for, and this is what this channel is about. That is what I am. But any woman, period, any woman or man, this is definitely something to think about here on this matter. Make sure that you are being mindful of the products that you bring into your home. Seriously, laundry detergent, fabric softener, coffee, snacks, a body lotion, right? Shaving gel, shaving cream. You want to think about so many different things, makeup, shampoo, just so many different components there that come into contact with your skin every single day that you may not realize, right? Did you know that there are several companies that have been proven to have been greenwashing? Yeah. And if you're not familiar with the term greenwashing, that basically means that the company is fabricating or have fabricated on their product, right? So shout out to I Am Surviving Vegan, as I Am Surviving Vegan. Orisha says it all the time. Excuse me, y'all. She says it all the time, right? So she says the front is for entertainment and the back is for education, right? So you have to look at the product to see what it says, what is it all about. Then you want to research the ingredients to know exactly what it is in the product and how can it affect you or your family or anything in that sort, right? So you want to look at these things. A lot of these companies will greenwash their products. They will say, oh, it's biodegradable, it is eco-friendly, it is safe and non-toxic, and all those different types of things, right? And then they package it up to look so nice and just look, well, this looks safe. This looks really safe here. But you're being tricked. You're being tricked by packaging and you're being tricked by marketing. So that is something to think about there, right there in that instance, okay? So you may be asking, okay, well, Tawana, where is this going? Where is your point as far as with how is this part connected to being a Proverbs 31 woman? How did you get into the health and wellness aspect there, if you will, when it comes to even adding that to the list of things when it comes to a Proverbs 31 woman? Well, I'll tell you, okay? I have an older son. My son will actually be 20 years old at the end of this year, okay? So when he was around seven-ish, 8 years old, he was Well, you know what? I can't use that word on, y'all, it's so weird how we can't use certain words or say certain things on social media, here on the tube, because certain words are flagged, right? So if you don't know, certain words are flagged and you can't say them. So I'm going to say, instead of the V word, I'm going to say marked. There you go. He was marked injured. Okay. And so for those of you that are mark advocates and things of that nature, please don't take offense to this video, but please know that there are adverse reactions that you may not be aware of, that many children, adults have experienced, went through, and things of that nature. My son was one of them. Okay, so I was basically told that my son was going to die within a year, and I was told to prepare for that. I was told to get a hospital bed and to put it into his room, because basically he was going to lose all mobility and function within his whole body, and that he was not going to be able to have motor skills, simple motor skills and things of that nature, right? In which that did happen. He got to the point where it was hard for him to button up his pants, close up a belt, tie up his shoes. It was simple things like that that did become a struggle for him at some point. And I was basically told to wait until the time when he comes, where he's going to have to be bedridden and he won't be able to move his limbs. And you're just going to have to basically wait until his lungs collapse from the weight. And he transitioned after about a year, right? So with the help, thankfully, with God and with a naturopathic doctor, a naturopathic pharmacist, they were able to help me get on the track. And this is how I went down the rabbit hole of learning all that are in marks, and also learning a lot of the toxins that are in everyday products that we use, because I couldn't understand why he still seemed to be declining when he was on herbal supplements and, you know, different things that was prescribed by the doctor, that it still wasn't just quite right? And so, y'all, I'm being raw, real, and honest here, right? So this is just me sitting here talking, right? So I just want to make sure that I hit this point here with this. Okay, so I was able to go down that rabbit hole, get that information, and learn deeper. So once learning that, I was like, oh, okay, let me see here. So products, chemicals, and toxins in everyday products that we use and things of that nature actually contributed to his health decline. You know, he already was dealing with myasthenia gravis, which was the neuromuscular disease that he was diagnosed with. So the chemicals in a lot of the products that he was using, right, the everyday things, the deodorant, the face wash, products, that's something that he may be using in his hair, laundry detergent, fabric softener from me washing clothes and things of that sort, it was adding up, and it was a toxin overload into his system, right? So it was complete just mess, and everything inside of his body was going haywire. Okay, so to not go further there, I mean, just stop and bring this back here full circle. Okay, that is how I ended up going down the rabbit hole, where I learned so much, right? I became a certified mark education specialist, and also I am deep into the health and wellness game, which is also another thing that I do. I help other families transition to safer, cleaner, non-toxic products that you can get shipped directly to your door. So if that is something that you would like more information about, the information is in the box below. Make sure you check that out. We can definitely talk one-on-one. We can hop on a call and talk one-on-one, or we can talk in a little group setting. Either one will work, but yeah, you'll get to talk to me directly one-on-one, where I can share that information with you, because we want to make sure that we are not pre-exposing our children to all of these serious toxins. Now, let me be clear. Can you avoid all of the toxins in the world? No. Does your body need some, toxins and bacteria are two totally different things. So yes, your body needs different bacteria to function, because that's how it does. That's how it filters things out. That's how it builds up your immune system, all that. But there's a difference when it comes to toxins. Now, you can avoid every single thing, right? Because there are toxins in the air. There are toxins in water. There are things in the food. Honestly, there is. So if you didn't know, yes, it is. It's some really crazy stuff that that I can't fully touch on everything because the censorship is just really insane. But if you would like for me to touch on more topics, which I do plan to anyway, but if you would like for me to touch on more topics as far as things that are in foods and specifics of what's in some of the products on store shelves, let me know, comment down below, and I can definitely take that and run with it. And also let me know, where are you on your health journey, right? What are some of the products that you are using in your home, that you are using, that your kiddos are using, that your hubby is using? Let me know. I would love to know what you got going on there. And so again, if you would like some information on how I can help you transition to safer, cleaner products, make sure you click that link down in the description box. And I would love to chat with you one-on-one to be able to share some information with you and go from there. And so to wrap this thing up here, make sure again that you keep in mind that a lot of these companies greenwash their products, right? And so they're going to tell you this is this, they're going to use marketing for this and all those different types of things, right? That is the reason why they have products lined up a certain way when you go into the store, right? Because it's trained and it's studied and it is a fact of how things are placed, right? You're going to look exactly where they want you to look, right? Everything is color coordinated a certain way and so forth, brand, blah, blah, blah. It's mathematics, it's business, and they're going to get their money just like that, right? So I like to think about it like this. One thing is, do not pay a company to kill you. I know that was a little harsh, but come on, hear me out. You don't want to pay a company that is intentionally putting things in the products, for one, that some of it, they're not even labeling it what it is, right? So they're not labeling it on the back at all, and it is clumped up into a category of natural fragrances. How many of you have seen that on a product? You've seen it more times than you probably could even imagine, right? So do you know that there could be thousands and thousands of chemicals in just under that one labeling of natural fragrance? It's something serious, right? So you have to keep that in mind. Now, there are a few companies that do have their proprietary blend where their blend will fall under natural fragrance as well. So I want you to keep that in mind too. So that's why you have to do your due diligence, so that you know what you are using. And when the company can be transparent about that, that's really, really awesome. All right, without giving away everything, right? Because they can't have their secret ingredient being stolen by another company. So yeah, so with that being said, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in with me here today. I greatly appreciate it. So more videos to come, so make sure that you definitely are on the lookout for that. Greatly appreciate it. And so y'all, I was trying something out here. What y'all think? Y'all like this new 31 Standard shirt? I'm a hoot. Anywho's, so yeah, I love it. Yeah. So I'm just feeling a little festive on today, rocking 31 Standard, repping 31 Standard. And so that is what we're doing here today. I am very, very, very happy to be repping for P31s here on today. So I hope that you will rep with me. So make sure that you like and subscribe if you have not. Hit it. It's not going to cost you anything. It's for the free 99. So let's stay connected, get to know each other, hang out, all the different types of things. Let's go on this ride and this journey together. So with that being said, I'll catch you in the next video.